Now we know South Africans have an occasional drinking problem, but now it's getting out of control to a point where if a truck is moving alcohol and gets into accident, that's what happens. Now South Africans and drinking alcohol has been an ongoing thing where it's just getting worse. You see, these are the type of scenes that we experience daily. And you might think it's a December thing, but no. These are scenes that we experience regularly throughout the year. Now, people are coming out to say this drinking situation has to be in check because we can't keep moving like this. People drink to, and their excuse of drinking regularly is to say that they have problems, and they don't have money, so they drink, they just resort to alcohol. This clip is highlighting the depth of how alcohol can be even found, where you can go to Emakuleni and buy alcohol. So for the next coming clip, we're gonna be looking into this situation with South Africans and alcohol. Now we're gonna see what people have to say about this situation. So let's go ahead and listen to the voices of people who are actually concerned about the rate we drink alcohol.
Guys, for the love of God, can you please stop drinking every weekend? You're only supposed to consume alcohol once or twice a month. Anything more than that, you're an alcoholic and you need to attend those AA sessions. No, I'm being serious. You guys are too young to be drinking the way you are drinking. Thanks. Bye.
Did you know that 60% of gender-based violence reported cases involve alcohol? Alcohol is costing South Africa way more than we pay at the till, and let me tell you why. Alcohol fuels aggression, clouds judgment, making violent behavior way more likely. It escalates already tense situations, putting women and children at greater risk, whether at home or even in public. The lack of regulation and unsafe drinking patterns make our communities way more dangerous, leaving survivors and potential victims vulnerable. Even though the 16 days of activism is over, the fight still continues. Higher alcohol taxes can reduce violence and trauma and make a safer environment for many people. Let's take action to protect our women and children from harm.
South Africa is in the top 10.
That she's right. Have you ever heard before someone doing something bad say, "E re ke tshware plakanyana"? Most bad decisions are made under the influence. If you hear someone say, "E re ke tshware plaka," that means let me take some alcohol so I can fuel the courage. Let me fuel the courage. So even before people get aggressive, they have to be under a specific level of intoxication, because at the end of the day, that person would never ever act like that, especially on a sober mind. So alcohol is fueling a lot of things, including the gender-based violence, including the all the crazy acts that happen, including rape cases. If you look at rape situation, you find that someone was spiked while they were drinking, or they were drunk so bad to a point where someone actually took advantage of it. So alcohol is behind a lot of evil that happens, and glorify it. We take it like it's medication, like it's food. People would drink from Monday to Monday like it's a normal thing. And we've normalized it that we don't even say anything. If we see you in a taxi holding a goto, yeah, Black Label, Arna Flow, we just, it's another Monday. And mind you, this person is going to repeat. Some people cannot even sleep without drinking anything. So this highlights a major issue. And a lot of people spend so much money, including the people who are always complaining, saying they're broke, but they're not broke to even drink. So it's kind of a very sensitive topic and a serious one that needs attention.
Of the most alcohol consuming countries in the world. Wrong. According to the World Health Organization, South Africa is number 58 out of approximately 189 countries in the world. No, 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 but South Africa consumes more alcohol now than it's ever done before. Wrong again. According to data, South Africa has been dropping in the amount of alcohol that people consume each and every year from a high of 11 liters per adult of pure alcohol to now 7 liters 0.23, which is the lowest it's ever been ever in the life of South Africa. So now the issue is, what exactly is happening? Maybe there's a problem with people. People have a drinking problem. More people are drinking now than ever. No, there are less people that are drinking alcohol now in South Africa in 2024 than there's ever been ever. The population has increased by millions over the last few years, but the alcohol consumption has decreased per adult, which means that now less people are drinking alcohol now than they've ever been before.
So
I'm gonna question everything he's saying. You hear what he said? 2024. This is like the early years of Amapiano. Think about the time where like the glory days of Amapiano and where we are right now. And you wanna tell me less and less people drink more often than usual? No, people drink, but yeah, maybe that's at the time. But now, nowadays, and the ages are getting lower and lower and lower, which means more younger people are into it than ever, and they can easily access it. We don't know how, but yeah, it happens. It happens. And for him to say all those stats were taken in 2015, but come back now and let's look at what's happening in the streets. I don't know when that video was taken, but I totally disagree with him. Yeah, there are more people who are waking up to the truth that, alcoholism is not the way and they're turning back. But the drinking crisis is still a drinking crisis. It's never going to change. It's just getting worse. Hence why more crazy stories where people are getting raped, people are getting jacked. You find that those people in those situations, it, it has alcohol. They were coming from a nightclub. They were coming from it. It happened around 3 a.m. They were drunk. They got killed because remember the story of the two Mamelodi Hunts that were killed because they drank someone on 10K or something. They're still happening and they are getting worse because now people are just distorted, people are stressed. Nah, just blame it on stress. We don't know the real reasons, but I'm just gonna say it's stress, it's just how the economy is. People are resorting to drinking more and more, including drug use, like the craving of people to numb themselves from this current reality we live in is so high, and alcohol is one of the easiest substances you can use and actually be a functional person, go about your day regularly. It's just that it's not shunned upon, it's not regulated upon, but it's a problem. So those tests were taken in 2015, but come back to 2025, jumping into 2026, we seeing crazy stories, we seeing, and they all, including the shooting, the mass shooting, where 25 people were shot and 10 to 12 to 13 people died in Attachville. They were drinking. So when it comes to alcohol, there's a lot of chaos that's around that. So you will never stand here and defend the alcoholism. Like it's a problem. It's a serious problem, guys. We need to address it. We need to face reality as it is. Yes, it's hard, but resorting to the bottle is just making things worse. That's the same applies to the resorting to drugs, any type of drug, any type of stimulus.
stats are showing that 62,000 people die in South Africa annually to disease related to alcohol. This could be you die from a heart
This includes also the rates of accidents that happen due to alcohol. Bad.
attack, and then when they check what is their underlying issue, and then it was alcohol. It was alcohol. People died because of their BP went high. When they checked there, alcohol was there as well. People die because of stroke. When they checked there, alcohol was there. So 62,000 people die in South Africa because of alcohol. Guys, it's not just vibes.
It's a poison. It kills. I used to drink. I used to drink. It feels like a nice poison, but we need to know the truth. People deserve to know the truth. That is actually dangerous than you think.
If you are having a drink or two every single day, you're an alcoholic. Alcohol is the one thing that is so addictive, but we don't see it as addictive. We don't see it as a problem. It's unlike drugs where we know, okay, like if you are smoking every single day, connecting, like you're addicted. Like smoking every single day, no matter what you're smoking, you are addicted. But we don't apply that when it comes to alcohol. The fact is, if you are drinking every single day, I don't care how healthy you claim to be, you are an alcoholic. Call AA. Call them. That's my controversial take for this morning. Bye.
So the question now is, what exactly is this issue that we have of alcohol? Pretty Ugly said in one song, it's not a drug, it's the person. The issue we have in South Africa is not necessarily alcohol. It is a certain culture of behaviors that we put into these kids, that we put into society, that makes us misbehave. Alcohol consumption has been decreasing per liter of pure alcohol per adult. The population has been increasing. We are number 58 in the world. We are number 7 in Africa. We do not have a very, very bad and extreme alcohol problem as they say we do. The issue is the behavior. We have people who have bad behaviors that get amplified by alcohol. You will never have a country that never drinks alcohol. What we need to do is fix the behaviors we put into our kids and society and the behaviors we normalize so that people know not to act crazy when they drink.
If you want to stop drinking, now it's the right time. 50% of alcohol in South Africa is vague, right? Meaning that you are exposing yourself in more and more and more and more and more disease, right? As we know that even one glass of alcohol, it's not even healthy in for you. It exposes you to 7 types of cancer. This information has been proven. If you think I'm lying, you can go on Google and then ask, is drinking one glass healthy? It's not healthy anymore.
Yo, like this fact of alcohol, it goes two ways because there are some studies that come out and say, a glass of wine here and there is actually good for you. And there are studies that come on again and say, drinking alcohol exposes you more to cancer, guys. I'm confused. I find myself pretty much confused, but one thing I know that alcoholism, that's not really the problem. Alcohol is not really the problem. The people are the problem. Hence, I said even drug use. People are trying to escape from something. So it's not even about the substance, it's about the person, as Bro said. And we gotta address a lot of underlying issues. We have to address these issues, because we can't keep escaping, we can't keep on running, we can't say we're gonna hide, we can't say we're gonna numb ourselves. Some people, it's chronic stress, some people chronic loneliness, because I've met a guy when I was working, the guy requested me, and I think it was a Wednesday around 2:30 in during the day, 2 p.m. And he's like, he had like three he had three dumpies, a castle light with him. And the first thing he said, was, Bro, I think he was what he said, Nginatha every day, ngilambile, eh, ngi- ngilambile, or ngikhathele, not even ngilambile, ngikhathele, nginatha every day, ngikhathele, because lambile means hungry, but he was tired, so ngikhathele, and when I hear the tone he was using, I could feel the pain. I could definitely feel the pain in the voice. I could definitely feel like the pain in the energy because he said he can't cope. And after speaking to him, it wasn't that long of a ride, 30 minutes, but after the conversation that we had and all he said, I realized that it's suffering from chronic loneliness on his case, on his behalf, because he had money. He said, he was working well. Where he lived, it was a rental apartment. sort of like, a state nyana or Mahopane, but that place very beautiful, the rent is affordable. So he's pretty sad, he's pretty sad, but loneliness, so he had, that those are the things that drive people to actually go for the bottle. But at the end of it, it's still an issue that we need to address, and it should be looked upon as one of the drugs that actually are breaking up our families, that are breaking apart a community. Drinking on a Saturday night with your friends, going out to club party, we can't judge you. We can't judge you from that. But regularly it becomes something else. Yeah. Becomes something else because some people will say "Ke December." But throughout the year, it's been the same thing. The only reason we even encourage you now because it's December, but we know throughout the year, it's you from Thursday. Some people from Monday to Monday. This is a serious topic and it needs to be addressed. Like the government has to do something with the laws. The government has to do something. We as people, as communities, we have to pull together to say, let's listen to each other. Let's listen to each other. But until the next video, you guys tell me what you think. Leave the comment. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Until the next video, get another banger. You got one nice month. Shout out.